Hello, my beloved Arsenal fans and football fans all over the world. You're welcome to another exciting episode of Weekend Match Preview. So, before we go ahead to look at the games we'll be looking at tonight, if you've not subscribed to this channel, kindly do so by hitting on the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, leave your likes, your comments, and share to support us on this channel. Thank you as you do so. So we'll be looking at 6 games, just like we normally do on this channel. 4 from the Premier League and 2 from the La Liga. These are games of interest for football fans. There are other exciting games out there. You can check that out, but we'll just stick to these 6 we'll be discussing tonight. So the first one we'll be discussing is my beloved club first. That will be Arsenal versus West Ham. And that game will be an interesting one. So the last game we played, that was yesterday against Olympiacos. I did a preview and I talked a lot about that game. But what I will be taking out from that game to discuss about the game we are going to be having this weekend against West Ham is just being clinical. If you watched that match properly, we would have won that match in the first half. But we missed all the opportunities we had. Yes, from the likes of Trossard, Gyökeres, Martinelli, Odegaard. There were a couple of chances that were thrown away. We were not clinical in front of goal. And then we can't use that to go into these weekend games. We know how it's very difficult to get a goal in the Premier League. And we don't want to be in that shoes we were yesterday against Olympiacos. So, as you all know, the West Ham team now has a new coach and a good one at that. That was the former Nottingham Forest coach, Nuno. So, I think his first game was against Everton, and that was the first time we are seeing West Ham in a good shape, better than what Graham Potter was using them when he was in charge. So for this game in this weekend, it's not going to be easy. Reason being that when we go to the West Ham home, we normally have good results, win results, yes. But in our own home, it has been a bit difficult. I think the last time we played in our home, they defeated us 1-0. I think that goal came from Jack Bowen. Yes, and we lost that match because they were setting up on low blocks, and they had that one counter attack and they had that goal. I think it's a different ball game now because judging from the Newcastle game we won, you could see that there's an improvement in Arsenal defeating low blocks. I think we had that difficulties last season and last 2 seasons of trying to open up a low block team, but I don't think it will be a difficulty to us again because we now have the likes of Eze, Odegaard is back, he's doing well, Saka is there, Gyökeres is there, Trossard and the like. So we now have players that can at least open that low block for us, yes, and give us those through balls. So I don't think Nuno will be setting up a low block tomorrow, but you can never say never. So I know that game will be a bit difficult, but I think Arsenal fans all over the world says it's a must win. Yes, I buy to that idea is a must win, but you must work for the win. Yes, you cannot just have that mentality that you're going to beat somebody like that. No, it doesn't happen. It's football. Yes, it's 50-50. So even though we have the quality, the team, and we have the squad depth, yes, to change the game at any time. They also have a good team and a good manager also. So we'll give them the benefit of doubt. So I think they have a couple of good players that can put up a good threat to Arsenal defense. the likes of Jarek Bowen, Paqueta, Somerville. So they have good players. They are Fulcrum, the attacker. So this weekend, it's going to be a good weekend. So we are hoping that the Arsenal team will deliver and get a win, and probably go top of the table and wait for their rival to play in the evening. That will be a Chelsea-Liverpool game. So like we normally do in our previews, we don't give the score lines for games. We do it by percentage. So based on these few facts we've looked at, them having a new coach, which is a good coach, them defeating us last in our stadium, and they've been having a good game against us in the Emirates Stadium. I'll be leaving this match for a 60-40. That's the reason I'll be leaving this match a 60-40. So a 60% chance for Arsenal to win and a 40% chance for Arsenal to win. So hopefully we'll have a better performance above what we had in the Olympiacos game. Expecting the likes of Gyökeres, Eze, Saka, Odegaard, Zubimendi, Rice to put up a good performance, and I'm expecting Gyökeres to at least score tomorrow. Yes, score tomorrow, because his game has been improving game after game after game, and Arteta spoke about that. Yes, from the Newcastle game to the Olympiacos game, his game has been improving. Yes, he's getting to settle in with the boys, and the understanding is beginning to come around and in the team. I think this weekend, I hope Gabriel Magalhaes will be available. I don't think that injury is that serious. So Arteta pulled him out to at least secure him for a couple of games, and in three games we are going to be having as the matches comes up in both in the Champions League and in the Premier League this time. So that is where I'll be leaving that percentage of win. So 60% to Arsenal for win, and 40% to West Ham for win. So that will be for that. So let's just rush and see other games that are on the weekend. So we have the likes of Chelsea, Liverpool. No way, Chelsea, in this game, you must not disappoint us. I know both teams are struggling. Defense-wise, Chelsea is a bit shaky. Liverpool, their football has not been stable. Even their defense is also shaky also. So Alisson is out. Their goalkeeper is out, I think, for 6 weeks. Eketike is also out for hamstring. I don't think he will be available. So I think that game will be a bit balanced, and it will be an interesting match, and it's a big match. So I'm expecting Chelsea to put up a good performance tomorrow against Liverpool. Yes. So I know Liverpool is a bit down now for the back-to-back loss they've gotten from Crystal Palace to Galatasaray. So I'm hoping that Chelsea will do a good job tomorrow as our London brothers. So I'll be leaving that game at a 50-50. Yes. But my support is with Chelsea tomorrow to win that game. So the next one we'll be looking at is the Brentford and the Man City game. So that game is going to be a tight one. I know the Brentford has a good team, just like we normally say about them. I know they lost their coach to Tottenham. They lost some of their key players in Buemo, Huiza, Norgard. But the core of the team is still there. They brought in Henderson. They brought in Dango Ouattara. They brought in Thiago. So they brought in a couple of Shade is there. So they are still okay. The coach that took over was part of the team before their coach left for Tottenham. So I think they are good, a bit okay. So I don't think Man City will be having it that easy against Brentford this weekend, because Man City, their defense is a problem. Yes, their defense is a problem. Um, they are not okay at all. I don't think so. Um, you can bank on them scoring you, but you cannot bank on them what keeping the lead. Just the Monaco match, from one goal, I think it was 1-1 to 2-1 to 2-2 at the dying minute. So they drew the Champions League match because of poor defense. So I'm saying that match to be a bit difficult for Man City. So I'll be leaving that one two at the 50-50. Yes, I'll be leaving that one at the 50-50. Brentford are very good. So the next one we'll be looking at is Man U and Sunderland. Manchester. This one, I don't think that Man U can win this match easily. Sunderland is in form. Remember, Premier League brought out the nominees for Manager of the Month and Player of the Month. They have their manager there, and they have two of their players there. So their goalkeeper, Ruffs, and Granit Xhaka. So I don't think that it will be easy for Man U to defeat Sunderland. Sunderland is a good side, and they are very compact. So that game, Man U. So let's see what will happen. I will also leave that game at a 50-50. Yes, because Man U is not in form. Sunderland is in form. The reason I'm leaving it at a 50-50 is because Man U is at home. So because of that home factor, I'll be leaving it at a 50-50. So 50% chance for Man U to win and 50% chance for Sunderland to win. So let's rush down to the La Liga. We have Real Madrid playing against Villarreal. Their last match, they were beaten by Atletico Madrid mercilessly. So they went to karate and used karate to to revive themselves by beating karate. I think that was 5-0. Mbappe having a hat-trick in that match. But this is Villarreal. This Villarreal we are talking about, they are in form. They are a very good team. The likes of Nicolas Pepe, Thomas Partey is there. So I don't find it easy that Madrid will be winning this match tomorrow and this weekend easily like that. No, I know they are playing at Bernabeu, but it won't be easy for Madrid to win against Villarreal this weekend. That game, I'll be leaving it at the 50-50. So 50% chance for Real Madrid to win and 50% chance for Villarreal to win. Yes, I know that game. It won't be easy. Madrid, no, they are a bit shaky. You can trust the attack, but from the midfield to the defense, you can't trust them a bit. You can trust their goalkeeper, but the defense is a bit shaky. They are not stable. So that's where I will leave it 50-50. So the last one is Sevilla Barcelona. This one, I think Hansi Flick with the boys will be taking a revenge from what PSG dealt with them in the Champions League. Outclassed everything that has to do with Barcelona, from the coach to the goalkeeper to the defense to the midfield to the attack. PSG outclassed everything about Barcelona. So in the Champions League, so I think they will be using Sevilla as a revenge, and because Sevilla has not been in a good shape or form this time. I know they have Alexis Sanchez there and other players, but I don't see Sevilla putting up a good performance. But it's football, you can never say never. So that game, I will be leaving it at 70-30. So 70% chance for Barcelona to win and 30% chance for Sevilla to win. Sevilla is at home. So that will be the games we'll be looking at this preview. So you can leave your prediction or who you think has the percentage of win in the comment section, just like we did ours here. So don't forget to like, subscribe and share to support us on this channel. See you guys soon. Thank you.